Hi again, everybody. Today we're going to look at the book Float. Now, Float is a very interesting book because it has no words at all. We're going to use our picture sense, picture clues, to look and see what we think maybe the story is about. So far on this cover, I see a picture of a small boy wearing a yellow jacket and a matching yellow hat. And he is standing in what looks like some kind of water. Is it a lake? Is it a stream? Oh, I think it looks more like a puddle, yes. And what's that? What did that little boy make? It looks like he made a small boat. That gives us an idea of what this book is about without even opening up the book. We can use our idea of picture clues to figure out what the story is about. Now, Float is the title. That tells us the name of the story. Every book has a title, and that gives us a clue to what is inside. The author will be somewhere written on the book. That tells us who wrote the book. Sometimes it also tells us an illustrator. An illustrator is the one that draws the pictures. An author is the one that writes the words. Okay, let's start the book. So let's use our sense of picture clues to figure out what is happening in the story. I see some hands, and it looks like I see newspaper. Perhaps you have newspaper at home as well. So this is newspaper, and it gives us information that is printed on paper. I wonder what they're going to do with that newspaper. Let's find out. In this picture, I see the little boy, the same one that was on the cover, holding that little boat. And that boat is made out of newspaper. So that means that maybe his family helped to make a boat out of newspaper. Well, he's taking it outside, playing with it, walking along with it. What's he gonna do with it, I wonder? Oh no. Well, now we know what the yellow hat is for and the yellow jacket. He's wearing that for the rain. Because look at all these dark clouds. Sure enough, it's raining. Good thing he wore those hat and that jacket. What's he doing in this picture? What is he hiding underneath his jacket? It looks like he's hiding the boat. Maybe he doesn't want anything to happen to it. Oh my goodness, what's happening in this picture? What do you think? What is all those lines? Yeah, it's raining really hard. So hard you could barely see the boy in the rain. All you see is the outline of his yellow jacket. Have you ever seen rain like that? Have you ever seen it rain that hard? Perhaps you have. Wait a minute. This looks similar to the picture that's on the cover, doesn't it? What is this boy using the boat in? Is it a stream? You think it's a river? Remember what we said before, it's a large puddle. Yeah. A large puddle is not as large as a lake, maybe not as large as a stream. It's just somewhere, it's smaller. So all that rain accumulated and it made a large puddle. Hey, he can use his boat on the water now. Looks like he's going to have fun with it. Oh, sometimes it's fun to jump in puddles, isn't it? He's jumping, he's playing, he's having a good time. Did you ever do that with puddles? And look, splash. That's what water does when you jump in it. It makes a nice splash. Good thing he has these yellow boots on to protect his feet. He found a nice, narrow, well, it's sort of like a stream of water. It's water that is flowing along the sidewalk. What's called a gutter. It's flowing down into the gutter. That's where all the water collects. Especially in a city area where there's a lot of sidewalks. When it rains hard, the water flows into an area next to the sidewalk where the sidewalk ends when you step down, and it forms a stream of water. There goes his boat. Oh, it's flowing so fast. He has to catch up with it. My goodness. He has to run after his boat. Now can he catch up to his boat? It's going faster and faster down the stream. Down the area in the gutter where he put it. That's where all the rainwater collected. There it goes, across the street. He's running after it. Will he get it? Will he get it? Let's see. There it goes. There's what's called a drain. A drain is where all the water goes inside some slats. That's where the water is collected so that the streets don't flood. So it's going by a drain. And into the drain it goes. Oh no, he can't get it. It went inside the drain. All the water helped the boat go inside the drain. Will he get that boat? Let's find out. It looks like he's a little sad. He's looking for his boat. Here he is up here. Can he find his boat? Do you know what this is called that he's on? Sometimes you might see something like this built over water. And it's called a bridge. There are bridges that are made for cars, like large bridges, like the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan, or Verrazano Bridge. And then there are some bridges that are smaller that people can just use like a footbridge, walk across it. And they're built usually over water. Sometimes even bridges are built over highways, but this one is built over water. That means he can cross safely from one side to the other. So it actually is a passageway to get across from one side to the other. That's why bridges are built. And he's up here looking for his lost boat. I wonder if he'll find it. If you'll also notice, sometimes animals like to live on the water too, such as ducks, frogs, and so forth. Well, let's see. He's looking here. This is where, there is a hole here where the drainage lets out into an actual river. And look, what does he find? I think he spotted what was left of his boat. So he finds a twig, and it looks like he got his boat back. But look, it's not really a boat anymore, is it? Just a bunch of wet paper. How do you think that makes him feel? Yeah, I would think it makes him feel kind of sad. You know, now he doesn't have his boat anymore. So now he has to walk home in the rain with the wet newspaper. Kind of feeling sad about it. But look, the rain has stopped. What does he see on the fence? Maybe the sun has come out and created something. What does it create on the fence? This is something we learned about. It looks like his That's right, his shadow. It looks like the sun is making a shadow on the fence. But he's still very sad, walking home, stick in hand, and his wet newspaper boat. Well, he gets home. There's somebody in the family waiting home for him. I wonder how he's going to solve his problem now. Sometimes a good hug helps. And now look, he has to take off all those wet clothes. He can't stay in those wet clothes. And he gets his hair dried and combed out, so he's not wet anymore. What's happening in this picture? Sometimes when we feel cold, we can drink something that makes us feel better. I wonder, in this cup, do you think it's hot or cold? Well, if I felt cold, would I want to drink something hot or would I want to drink something cold? I think I would want to drink something hot, so it makes me feel a little bit warmer inside. And you can add water, hot water, to, let's say, cocoa. See, water can be used in drinks as well. And the hot water can make the cocoa, make you feel better. Maybe even put a few little marshmallows in it. Notice the water vapor rising from the cup. That's another form of water. Vapor rising from the cup, because the cup is hot. And the inside is hot. The liquid inside is hot. Wait a minute. What's this? Somebody is making something else with newspaper again. I wonder what they're going to make this time. Make another boat? I wonder. What are they going to make? Let's find out. Let's see. Well, it's dark in the room, and then the boy goes outside, and what? What's he holding? That doesn't look like a boat. And what kind of weather is outside? Is it raining anymore? Doesn't look like rain. I see some kind of light on the door. And I also see his shadow again. What makes that shadow? What makes that light? It must be a sunny day now. Not only that, he doesn't even feel that cold, does he? Look what he's wearing. Is he wearing long pants? No, he's wearing shorts. That tells us that outdoors, it's not that cold outside. I also see leaves on the trees. So perhaps it's now getting warmer outside. The leaves are growing back on the trees. I mean, the leaves can also grow back on the trees when they start to first come out. But it looks like maybe because he's dressed this way, could be a summer day. The weather could be getting warmer. And he has in his hand, not a boat, but it looks like a plane. Let's find out. He made a paper airplane. And the sun is shining. And how's he feeling in this picture? Does he look sad? No, he looks happy. He's happy. Maybe he doesn't have his boat anymore, but now someone in his family made a paper airplane. And he's happy. You can tell by the pictures how the characters, the person in the story, how they're feeling. In this particular book, they give instructions on how to make a boat, as well as how to make your own paper airplane. Now what I can do is I can look for a video that maybe perhaps illustrates this, or maybe more than one video. I will try to find one. So maybe that you can try to make a paper boat or airplane with your family. You could even test it on water, maybe in your bathtub or in a sink. See if you can make it float or make your paper airplane fly. Hope you enjoy the story. Okay, see you later. Bye.